Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to this special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we'll see the most valuable player of 2018, Patrick Mahomes, and the Kansas City Chiefs, as they'll square off against Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. With that, let's head on up to Foxborough. Standing by with the call at Gillette Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Kansas City Chiefs. On the call, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. And CD, we have a good one here. Rematch of last year's AFC title bout between New England and KC. Can Patrick Mahomes and KC get revenge in this one?
Well, they certainly hope so, because they believe they'll be backed up by a little bit better defense than what they had in 2018. But they have to get off to a faster start. Can't play from behind against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Patriots come out led by the 4-time Super Bowl MVP and owner of a record 6 Super Bowl rings. Arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Tom Brady. And we keep asking the same questions every year. How much longer can he keep doing this? Is this the year the dynasty crumbles? And every year Brady comes out and leads his team to the Super Bowl. They've been there now 3 years in a row, and only one team has made it 4. That's the Buffalo Bills. But remember, they lost all 4 in the early 90s.
Wait, that's 29. Alpha. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Shadow.
Brady now on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Brady now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game, because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League, Patrick Mahomes, in his third season now out of Texas Tech. And few players have had the spotlight focused on them quite like Patrick Mahomes. But this is a guy that says he wants that attention. He's okay with a target on his back. We saw how electric he can be in 2018, and he wants to continue that into 2019 and beyond. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Yellow. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Charles, as the Patriots get ready for their next snap here on offense, really a lot to unpack with this New England club, particularly this offense. If you listen to some folks, they say the sky is falling, but the bottom line, this is still a 10-2 team.
Doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't, especially after that 6-point loss to Houston. This feels like, I don't know, a 500 team at this point.
Isn't that crazy? But you're right, they are 10-2, okay? Right now I think they're, the number 2 seed in the AFC because Baltimore beat them head-to-head. But all in all, they're not that far off. They've got to figure out what they're doing on offense, though, don't they? Because right now, Tom Brady looks frustrated with his receiving core and their inability to separate and get open downfield.
And the cameras caught Tom Brady pretty visibly frustrated on the sidelines. And as you're alluding to, not the first time he's been frustrated this year. They've been winning ugly in recent weeks, but some people might say winning is winning. But 13-9 over Dallas, 17-10 over the Eagles. What is wrong with the offense?
Well, right now, can they run the football? They ended up getting Isaiah Wynn back at left tackle. I think that will help. The big thing is, we noted already, separating downfield with these young receivers. Julian Edelman, you know, is going to get open. Problem is, he's going to get doubled a lot. So who else is going to step up and be that guy for Tom Brady? He's only averaging 6.7 yards per pass attempt, his lowest total since 2002. Against the really good teams, they have to have some people who can break things off downfield. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to move the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
On second down, Michel, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on third down, Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Second tour of duty for Watson with the Patriots. Remember, New England drafted him way back in 2004 out of Northwestern. He retired in the offseason after finishing the campaign with New Orleans, but decided to come back for one more go-around with the Patriots, and they might need him, especially with Rob Gronkowski no longer in uniform. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run with White. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Kansas City's offense coming back onto the field here, and the Chiefs now 8-4. They had the division battle this past weekend against Oakland. Beat them up pretty good, Charles, 40-9, and now it's looking for all the world that the division will belong to the Kansas City Chiefs for a 4th consecutive season as they sit at 8-4.
Despite the ups, despite the downs, Kansas City finding a way to take control of the division late. Remember when we were wondering about their run defense, would that cost them? Well, it's still not the best, but Patrick Mahomes is back and healthy, and the offense is clicking again. And they set a heck of a pace against Oakland, didn't they? They got out so far ahead and said, catch me if you can. And Andy Reid is their head coach. If he gets an extra week to prepare, what is he now, 18-3 in Kansas City following an open week? Excuse me, or 18-3 overall following an open week. Not bad when you have to game plan. And Andy Reid, he's pretty good at it.
Now, the next game coming up tough at New England. New England's going to be angry, but then home for Denver at Chicago and home for the Chargers to finish. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters.
In 2018, the Chiefs were looking for help in their offensive line, and they received it from guard Andrew Wiley, a formerly undrafted free agent. He settled in as a mainstay at guard and mauled people on the offensive line. They expect big things out of him in 2019 and beyond.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
You have to love Jamie Collins. You can use him just about anywhere on the defense. Inside linebacker, outside linebacker, defensive end. He might even play a little bit of safety if you give him the chance.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. This is McCoy. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Yellow, yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Demarcus Robinson, 28 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Brady. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Mike, set 29, Alpha. Get the ball. Hey, ball 66.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. His throw incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. And it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives to Michel. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And now here comes Kansas City. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We got 4. We got 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taking it about the 16.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start the drive with White. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Wait, that wide, 80. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Regular.
From the 30 on second down. Brady, that's caught by the tight end Lacoste. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Here now a look at LaShawn McCoy. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggles, still winning here in the second quarter. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. He finds some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. Mahomes now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. 16 yards, a first down.
Let's go, man. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again, Mohamed Sanu is marching back onto the field now. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. 23. They begin with Michel on the ground. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
On second down now, Michel. And he works free. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Offense.
Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Brady gives this to White. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This is White on the screen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about. Not him.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The Patriots send out their punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now McCoy. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City 1st.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Mahomes now pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. Now Mahomes is for his running back, McCoy. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's Hill, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
72.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Here's Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Strip that ball.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Yellow. 180.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 37. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's McCoy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Brady and the Patriots now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Brady. Caught by Sanu. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
First down, here's White. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Wait, set. Alabama, 380. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Shadow!
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Yellow.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Drop deep, drop deep. Check, 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 check.
McCoy. A good comeback there after the penalty, 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes gets this one to Hill. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more coming.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26.
Yellow! On the line!
Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And again, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now McCoy. And shedding through the tackle. And McCoy is in for a Chiefs touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Butker on for the PAT. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a LaShawn McCoy touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. but you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Wait, that's 53! 54, Mike.
From the 31, Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. On first down, Michel. He's got a first down or more inside the 30. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Wait, set, wide, 20. Check, 53 is mine. Watch this hit.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Again, it's Brady. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Brady to throw again. He's got White here. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Forbath will put this one through, and they knock that deficit down from 29 to 26. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Yellow. That's a line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Right side.
51.
Right side.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
When he hit, sugar.
Throwing now is Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm here all day.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. 180. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Mahomes again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mahomes now to throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
In your face.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Brady will try again on second down. Caught by the tight end, Watson. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. 12 yards on the return that time. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together, and I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
54, Mike, 54. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Brady now to throw. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Tackle.
Now Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
53! 54, Mike. Don't let him breathe! Don't let him breathe!
On 1st down, Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Brady's throw there complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Again, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Brady again. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Wide 20. Check 53 is mine. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Goal 50.
Brady now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go.
Round 80. Round 80.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Line 28.
Again, they'll throw with Brady.
53.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Jacket, reload.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook? It's
pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible.
Oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Chiefs have got it. And he gets it past the 30, but not much further than that. And the extra point attempt snuffed down.
Defense.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
I got you, boy.
They're going to try and run here. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
72.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now here comes Kansas City. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This one out quickly to Watkins. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Rush in. Rush in.
Now a 20th carry here for McCoy. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This was boxing. You think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Brady. It's complete. James White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go, D. Hey, Alabama.
Brady going to throw. He hits his target, left side, Watson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Wait, that's 53!
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
You ain't going nowhere. Let's go out. No,
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got Sanu. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 big yards on that one and a New England 1st down.
Wait, set. 380.
Mike's by 4. Hey, let's get this.
Shadow.
On play action, it's Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.